Hello, and today I'd like to talk about, and I have my notes down here, so I'm looking down, WIIFY. What do you think that means? Just a quick guess. And to go along with that, I have three important aspects that I'd like you to consider. So if you haven't figured out WIIFY, it's what's in it for you. I know usually it's about those that we want to help, those that we want to care for, those that we want to make life easier for by teaching them, helping them to grow and learn the things that we've learned and grown over time. And we're continuing to build our businesses and grow. And, but if we don't take care of that you, that Y part of the WIIFY, then nothing's going to work. It's important to remember you. I'm not talking about being, one of those egotistical type people. I'm not talking about put yourself out in front all the time and, only do for you, and no one else. I'm talking about especially people like me who don't take care of themselves. Everybody else is always first. Everybody else is important. What their needs are important. That's true, but it's important that we take care of us as well. And that is something that I'm really learning. I've always put others before me. And it can get to a point where you lose you lose yourself, and you wonder what's wrong, and you want to make things better, but you can't quite get a grasp on what the problem is, what the issue is. Why is it that you start to cry or tear sometimes and you don't know why? Why do you feel so exhausted at the end of a day, or at the end of a week, or at the end of a few hours? Is it because you didn't put anything in it for you? You didn't do anything that would help you, that would keep you going, that would let you know that you're important? I'm about to start rolling into my three important aspects here, and I don't want to do that yet. So I just want you to think of these questions, whether you're here with me live or whether you're catching us on the replay. And I'll say this before I introduce myself, but you have to remember, like I have to remember, that you are important. And you have to start remembering that. And like I said, it's not something that I'm trying to say we need to be overinflated about ourselves. No, I'm trying to make sure that we take care of us, because if we don't take care of us, what can we do for anyone else? Because when we're tapped out, and we haven't filled ourselves and done anything for ourselves or anything like that in so long, that we end up where it's kind of like we disappear. So I'll let you think about that, and I'm going to go on and introduce myself to those I haven't had the pleasure of meeting, and I am keeping my eye on the time. It's a big Friday, and I want you guys to have an awesome day today and an awesome holiday weekend. So my name is Cherie Woodard, and I help business builders. I got it right this time. Because I'm not supposed to, certain words are not supposed to say, but I help business builders and entrepreneurs to come online and to use social media to get prospects, leads, and sales. And to be able to do that, I teach that in several ways. I use attraction marketing, which I love because it's totally modern and up to date. Video marketing, lead generation, strategies, and tips that are all updated and modernized, because the old way that I was taught did not work for me, and it didn't work for a lot of people. It does work for some people, but you know, I like this approach. I like this plan. I like this philosophy. So that is what I do. But getting back to the subject at hand, how many of you, did something for yourself this morning before you got up out of bed? How many of you, maybe lay there and prayed, or sat up and read a book, or sat up and did meditation, or got, on your knees? If you can get on your knees. I have difficulty with my knees as part of my disability. But how many of you took the time for you at all when you started your day? Drop it in the chat for me. Let's be interactive. Just tell me, did you do anything for yourself today? You can just put no. Or I thought about it, but I didn't. I had too much to do. Everything else is so important. This is something that one of my mentors is really pushing, and I'm becoming more aware of it. And that is that I don't really do much for myself. I don't do a lot of self-care, and I need to do that. We all need to do that, because we can't be what we want to be or need to be for others if we can't take care of us and take care of giving us what we need. So I have a few notes here. And one of the things that I started out with when I was, thinking about my headline was, what could make your day better? What could make you have the best day? What could make you feel good to get up and get going with your day? Those are just some things to think about. And as I thought about that, that's how I came up with the what's in it for you, because we don't usually do that. And so number one of the three important aspects is, you are important. You are extremely important. And if you don't take care of you, like I said, everything else could fall apart. I have, what is it that you can do to make your day better? What are the types of things that you like to do? Do you like to pray in the morning? I know a lot of people read or devotionals and read a prayer, or they'll do exercise in the morning, or everyone is different, so it's all going to be different for each one of us on the things that we do. But one of the things that my coach, not my coach, but one of my mentors, well, mentor coach, she had said something about, and I might have mentioned this a while back, but about taking deep breaths in, holding them, and then blowing them out. And she said, you breathe in at a count of 5, you hold it in for a count of 5, and then you breathe out for a count of 5. And then you do it again, you do it 5 times. I've been trying that before I get out of the bed, because I'm used to getting out of the bed, running to the bathroom, doing my little whatever, and then getting to this computer and starting my day, getting into whatever it is that I need to do and I have planned to do. And just, grinding, and not putting anything in to help me. I'm looking out to help those that I want to help. And so think about it. The other thing that I just kind of thought about was what makes me smile. And so I put the same thing to you. What lifts your heart? What makes you smile? What makes you laugh? You know, if you could do something like that for yourself during the day, or even if that's the first thing you want to do in the morning, is something that's going to make you laugh because you know it's going to really brighten your day and make the rest of the day go smoothly. It doesn't matter what happens. The bottom may fall out of the day, but you're ready because you've done something for yourself to give yourself the oomph that you need, the love and care that you need. So for me, one thing that always makes me smile is babies. The thought of babies, the smiles, I mean, that they have no idea. They're just here in the world. Their little hands are moving. They smile a little, then they frown. It's just something about babies. I love babies. Now, that's not the only thing there are other things that make me smile and make me laugh, but right when if someone were to ask me that as a question, that's one of the first things that I would say is babies. So remembering that you're important, do something for yourself before you get up and go running off to start your day. I can remember what it was like when I had kids and getting up at 4:30 in the morning. It was just a matter of sheer will and just drive and grinding. And I did that for so many years, just getting up at 4:30 in the morning and starting and I never thought about doing anything for me. I didn't have time. I didn't feel like I had time, but it's important to make the time. Number two, I have your cup needs to be filled every day. For some people, that might be a few times a day. Your cup needs to be filled. If you don't fill your cup by taking care of you, doing some self-care, then what can you pour into others if your cup is empty? So it's so important to do things, like take a break during the day. When make sure that you put it in your schedule, in your plan for your day. Have a time in there, a time slot where you take 15 minutes, where you take longer, whatever it's going to work for you. Maybe it's an hour, maybe it's 30 minutes, and just do something that's going to build you and relift you and refill you. It might be taking a walk if you can go outside and walk. It might be, maybe you're a person who likes to read, grab your book and read it for 30 minutes or so. Whatever that is for you, remember your cup has to be filled in order for you to pour into others all of the wealth, all of the knowledge, the love, the care, the concern for others. You can't pour it out if you have none because you haven't filled your cup in some way, whatever that is for you. Number three is overall, you just have to get into a mindset of self-care. And like I said, not overinflated, not I'm the be all, the end all, but it's important to know how important self-care is for you to be able to continue to be you and not be, the person that turns into, some type of not so nice person. And a lot of times you don't realize it because you've gone so long without a compliment, without doing anything for yourself. And you can't always get compliments, especially, when your kids are older and they're gone and you're busy and so compliments are rare for me, and it may be the same for you, especially if your kids are up and at them, they're teenagers, and young adults, and it's, and I'm a single parent. So, I get compliments from the people that I'm around mostly, and that is actually my Facebook family and friends, and the people that I work with, my colleagues. That is where I get a lot of, um, help, compliments, lifting, building me up. People are just, so kind and helpful. And I really do appreciate that. And so, and I love doing that for other people. I love lifting others, but I always have had I won't say have a tendency because I'm changing it, but I had a tendency to always lift others and I didn't think about me. So, those three things again are: number one, you're important. Number two, your cup needs to be filled. Number three, self care is overall, overarching, something that you need to do. If you're not doing it, you really need to start doing it, and you need to find a way to do it. You can Google stuff, use whatever search engine you like. I use Google. There's so much stuff out there because there's so many people that neglect themselves. So there's so much information out there on how to help yourself and how to lift yourself. And I can remember I was doing something, that was helping me. That was something that I did for me. And then I started having an issue with one of my kids, and I just, started to drop off. And then the self things that I was doing for me dropped off. And you don't want to do that. So we need to be aware. We have to be self-aware to be able to take care of us. And remember, we want to give to others and help those people that we want to help. We want to get rid of their pain points and point them to solutions. But it's so important, and you can be so much more effective when you remember it's a good thing and it's very important for the what's in it for them. But don't forget, what's in it for you is important, because you have to have your cup filled. You have to do self-care for you, to take care of you so that you can be what you want to be, all you want to be, who you want to be for those that you want to help. So that's all I have for today. And I hope, there goes the nose again. And I hope that this gives you something to think about, something, just this weekend coming up, if you're not working, or even if you're working, remember, do something in the morning, even if it's breathing, like what I'm doing. I'm breathing in the morning and I'm breathing in the evening. And sometimes I have to remind myself to do it because I don't really think about me, but I'm getting there. And it's really important to get there. So I hope that this was valuable for you. I hope that this gives you something to think about and how important you really, really are. Remember, you are really important. You are the cat's meow. Oh, that's really dated. But, it's important to think about you. So basically, that is all I have. I don't see any comments or questions or opinions in the chat. Remember, you can still drop that information in there and I will get back with you. If you want to talk about this and go any further, you can always message me and we can have a talk about it, because I think a lot of us maybe just need some encouragement on remembering we're important and that we need to take care of ourselves. So let me go over some housekeeping things real quick. I go live Monday through Friday at 12 noon. Keep your notifications on just in case that changes. Remember that we're still walking through the stuff we're walking through. I see a lot of people that are just kind of out there and not really doing, following the rules of the guidelines set out for us by the CDC, but do the best that you can to take care of you, your family, your friends, and others, and keep them as safe as possible. Remember, there are people out there that are still isolated, so a phone call, text message, email, or even trying to get them on a Zoom to brighten their day. Remember, for those of you who pray, remember to continue to pray for us and our world as we walk through this stuff and get to the other side, and we will be the stronger for it, and we definitely will get there. I believe that, and I continue to pray for that. And I truly, that's where I'm at. So basically, wherever you are in the world, no matter what time it is for you, whether it's morning, afternoon, evening, nighttime, sleepy time, always make it the best that you can make it. Always be the best that you can be. God bless you. God keep you. And I will see you again on, oh, Monday is the holiday. So I'll see you Monday. I'll just do something really brief. I don't want to interrupt your day, especially for those of you that are, working outside of the home and you're constantly going. So that might be a day that you have off or you can kick up. So I won't keep you. But I will see you on Monday for a short while. So take care. God bless. God keep you. And we'll talk soon. Bye now.